The man of truth, the man of the people, the man that bears the spirit of our forebears from Kenneth Kawuna to Leopold Senghor, Samora Marcel to Madibo Keita, Kwame Nkrumah no Mama Kenyina Sunsumu etimimu, Muammar al-Gaddafi, Robert Mugabe Wamunyina Sunsumu etimimu, Anamidi Yajuma on TV XYZ. Wamainu yesi ebemena ye yentena oma politics enseno. NPP NDC for the past 30 years. Say wamai ache wamai muntutu enti yankano kure obia sore so obeya adwuma ne ya sheda de MPP NPP NDC out of political expediency na yepese yedi twintwa eye nipa no anemu. Ora Henry Korty, he is not the law, but obviously when he is working in the interest of the people, we will not allow anyone to score cheap political points with it. And we will fight anybody who decides to score any cheap political points with it when we know this country must work again. Just like the IGP is doing. Yamma obia kwan emma onfa eye adwuma enhye nanim se all person wonya vote and now all political experience political capital binti na se obi ye adwuma ye bema ne kwa amana ba bekintwa nanem ensida wabra ye mu betia ensida whether MPP or NDC o se MPP ye na ye papa ye nyina ye support NDC ye na ye papa ye nyina ye support. If the baby I bedu asoma ye ntimi nto aso say ye beye na we na mahunu say Henry Korty say abobo ya wo mo ply major highways in this country ono the greater Accra region we be make sure say sa abobo ya no omo be ya adwuma within the localities but say wo mo betimi ukọ moto we mi ankasa me gina evidentially mi ankasa meka mani abobo ya e ka de ka me ku no o drive na wo kona nam highway so a abobo ya ni nim se ekwan no a ewo eye left no eye highway eye speed lane and for that matter so obeye kura omra eye the right side obedi wanim sa na wo pentema ko baby na onya baby anko ana Henry Korty se da bi ye be makwan ma abobo ya afo no aye adwuma in their localities na emom so mo be ply motorway e be ply eye N1 ne ade de ye makwan mo nyesa MP eye honorable Kwame Agboda yenko ne koti abaje yenko ne koti no yenko tie de Kwame Agboda kaye na yemra back na mene ne mra medi nkomobi.
The biggest problem on our road today is the nature of the road itself, not the road users alone. The biggest problem on Ghana's road today is the nature of the road. Bad, bigger potholes, not enough roads. The road capacity has been, some of the road capacities have been exceeded, like the motorway and other things. So if we want to actually have a holistic solution to this, we should be doing a combination of things. The roads must be in their condition before you can enforce the laws on them. If you have a road without proper signage or road furniture, how are you going to blame somebody if the person doesn't know what the speed limit of on the particular road is if there's no signage on that road? With the specific issue about my colleague suggesting that at a point in time next year, they are not going to allow aboboya, in other words, tricycles that carry especially refuse from households and other things, and attempt to take them to Tema where the recycling plant is. My brothers and sisters, you are aware the reason that Boboya are doing that is because that is where the treatment plant is. We don't have enough treatment plants within Accra itself. So if you see them on the highway going to Tema, it's simply because there's no other way they can dump it. So if the minister says somewhere next year they are going to stop them, let him be aware he is overstepping the.
Right, but as I said, over TV XY, where a MP for Adagulo, Honorable Kwame Agboda. Now, wisdom. In fact, I made the other video now, I send it on after some minutes. Now, a year and someone wakaye said the MP is overstepping the boundaries. But you must question. Is it the case, said members of parliament? Emrana Waman Kasashama Yen, Wamun Shia Nadia. And you see, unfortunately, I don't think that he came there in his capacity as a honorable Abuda. Nemom, he came there representing the minority caucus, you can say whether transportation committee or roads and highways committee. But the question is that members of parliament, emrana womo yamayene, is it that womu nsuya mrano anadiya? And now womu for propaganda sake, they intentionally say womu betumfu tragu yani, say womu di benya political capital, baba di kaka say yamma kwine ne emma kwine china emo bia mfa yes anyoma ebebu o my Ghana amo my Ghana moving forward ye de beye politics wo ma we mu bio da ebi nsida ne emu bi ente ase eye MPP ebeka eye NDC ebeka member of parliament ne say minister ne overstep ne boundaries. Now yebako ni akwa akohwe eye 1992 constitution article 11 ni ahwe eye the sources of law in this country ye wia ye do beba ni aba behwa de yemra yekọ 1992 abaje project 1992 constitution article 11 1 A B C D E F yenko ni ekoko read wia de abaje yenko project mame okọ eye 1992 constitution ni mu a Article 11:1. Or say the laws of Ghana shall comprise A, this constitution, which is the 1992 constitution. B, enactment made by or under the authority of parliament by this constitution. It be bia parliament didn't say ye act. 18 year catch us ABI Act 479, Act 480 of Parliament. That means Ghana Mrano the Toso 479 Parliament in enact here Act 101 and we Mra Constitution they say ye begia to say Ghana Mra. But we was to see any orders, rules, regulations made by any person or authority under power conferred by this constitution. It is a shraj, say NCC, the independent constitutional bodies, MMDCs, or powers and authority under this constitution. Constitution na muamutu mi so mutumiya bylaws. Tienye. It constitution is a Ghana Mrano. Yejitumwa one. This constitution we are reading and the premium emra waha. No law should be ultra virus that constitution. You can't ultra virus. A lawyer for the be around there. Mo can say, "Emre bia ni wa say this our constitution we ebo ebra." And I say bro constitution ye emra so. That is ultra virus. Nemo muni ye betimi ama authority under the power conferred by this constitution. So be enact orders, rules and regulations made by any person. Now was it the existing law? You can existing law. Before the coming into force of the 1992 constitution, we had several acts and several laws at Young Council. For instance, Criminal and Other Offences Act 1960. Act basically dasu eyusu yanka say yenusubio. It was the existing law and the common law of UK. Chenye, these are the things a constitution is a Ghana mra ebema kwai amiaye. For the purposes of this argument, yemfa argument ni see or see any orders, rules and regulations made by any person or authority under a power conferred by this constitution. Now, about if I remember back in the say Ghana MMDC is a constitutional right to say pass allies and omunibi. But in any case, Yankwa Road Traffic Regulation 2012, LI 2180, LI 2180. Yankwa we remember namno pedin komobi. Oje Road Traffic Regulations 2012, LI 2180. Or say Regulations 160. Or say 1. Where the minister is of the opinion that it might be unsafe to permit a particular class or type of motor vehicle to use a particular road, the minister may notice, by notice published in the Gazette, prohibit the class or type of motor vehicle from using that road and shall cause suitable warning signs to be erected on the approaches to that road. or says a minister no yebebusa say minister be asem no okay by this law yenim say a sector minister for road and betimi ahwe say ebi abobo ya ebi apragya yehwe unsafe say be use certain you can say roads or no minister ne betimi agazete notice tienio. So you cannot come back and tell us that a minister does not have the right to say obey. But I know say this argument we kwa Obeka say this one is under the sector minister of road and not a regional minister. Again, I want to back to the studio. Back to the studio. So ye nyina ya hunu say Ghana Mrano LI 2180, that is regulation 160. I'm a minister of road and safety, road and road and transport. Road and transport quite say when he is of the opinion say some type of motor vehicles which say pragani abobo ya ain't me apply some road bia or no gazette notice now we erected. So Minister of Transport can tell us say or share you know motorway pragani me for so this is the Minister of the Transport yenjenye nemo no. Don't forget they say Minister of a Greater Accra region only the Greater Accra region. So and under Greater Accra region, there are municipalities and district assemblies. And the Constitution has given these municipalities and district assemblies the right to make rules and regulations under them, which can be applied. It is a MPino, and your bonnie no person die, and as a political experience here. I am pretty much sure say Kobe getting in touch with the minister and ask him say Emrabe na adi ejuma. What the MP does not know is that motorway no stretch between two MMD district assemblies. And these two district assemblies no I enact mra say ya makwa ma motor can say abobo ya enyusu motorway ni biu. MP ne epe vote nti every abobo ya for honti o say any abobo ya wo mo carry you can say baller, but the MP knows said baller me ne wo kase samre Greater Accra regional minister making sure say the dumping site abobo ya for ne de call no ya making one provision on sphincters and ya making one provision in assignment. Afe yanko nigo ti abuda baby ana wayere ne ho bombom or de political vote. But we will ask a minority for and say you are supposed to check this government. But then again, we are not going to sit down and say adia be one nation na mo man moving forward biano because you want to score cheap political points. You will try and just punch unnecessary loopholes. MP ya aware say one yawo MMDCs ombetimi apasemra. The minister is only announcing say yeah you motorway no because MMDCs are almost a stretch and so no. The two MMDCs they've actually enacted law so pesa bobo ya ebe yusu and it has been accepted. That is why the minister has but
a specific issue about my colleague suggesting that at the point in time next year they are not going to allow aboboya, in other words, tricycles that carry, especially refuse from households and other things, and attempt to take them to Tema where the recycle. Brothers and sisters, you are aware the reason that aboboya are doing that is because that is where the treatment plant is. We don't have enough treatment plants within Accra itself. So if you see them on the highway going to Tema, it's simply because there's no other way they can dump it. So if the minister says somewhere next year they are going to stop them, let him be aware he is overstepping the authority under his watch. There's no law in this country that gives power to a regional minister to determine which vehicles drive on which roads. That is with
Babak, when an MP makes such an emphatic statement that there is no law in this country that gives a regional minister, is it that we're too and now what? Yes, we agree. Say road traffic regulation 2012, that is LI 2180, is for the sector minister, which is transport minister, the transport minister can say certain type of road you can say vehicles but the regional minister is only announcing what the MMDCs have decided. It is not as if the regional minister is using his powers. But you see, I am saying we will not allow you guys moving forward out of political expediency. We all agree say Aboboya on our highways is causing a lot of problem. And we should not allow that. Yentia minister says starting from a year November 1st, a year motorway in up to February. Why did the minister not say a year the whole Accra year Nyusu from November? Because other a year you can say MMDC is Omunya and Naktemra under them. The minister is smart. Onya Jimmy Fosa. It was a motorway. We're making sure say motorway no sa district assembly me no na ewo ho no. Omo nyina enact law say yempese eye motorway no abobo ya be apply sa route no. Before that, you are aware the minister had made provisions in the air sphincters any assignment for eye abobo ya wo mo carry refuse. It is all carry refuse in and around sphincters in Botemwa. O de cross ya ko eye assignment akoye dey because there is a dumping site in sphincters. And those in Ashaiman, who they cross here, Basa, who they call him for because there is a dumping site in Ashaiman. The minister has made provisions for that. Because the minister wants us to stop a yasa using of Aboboya. But because of politics, NDC for payasem 80. No, please don't do that. You guys shouldn't do that. We need a Mra or minor moving forward. Sane yeti koma say omobeka say abobo ya de moto ye the moto bema cars ngete Okada for cars. And I was like, what kind of country is this? Already there's traffic on our road. That is why we are using Okada. Then you tell the people, say, I will give you cars in it. It doesn't make sense. But the same thing MP way Kwame Abuda governs needing governance society. That means you understand governance. But you shouldn't do this. It is only political expediency. We don't need that. Yenim said there is a road transport minister and SN Kotimika say, ya mabobo yanka. So road transport minister na beka ya. Anka mrade man who kwanso betimi decide. Regional minister is doing the right thing, which the road minister should have been doing. But in this case, the regional minister is using the MMDCs to get his vision across. And you want to what? Can Yamakwine? One your friend say, I go say, Dr. Dampari. What more yet ye babo my Ghana? Mamma for politics and man making chamu meseno. Now, but you move away from a year MP4 Adakulo, Kwame Abuja Hot Nayanko, a year more follow show ye, a check a crack. You will get to realize that you're starting show no. Yeah, the move free baby and a bedroom baby. Bekacham in 2008. IEA debate November 25th. Professor Mills ene Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Womoka say your constitution enye papa. Your constitution baller. Your constitution bogus. And for that matter, womoba ombe make sure say ebesesa no. But nipa ne brofo depa woka esi sudua. Say when I come, I'm going to make sure that we set up a constitutional review commission Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Abaji famiko 2008. Na yankwohwe IEA debate Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ensem a wokaye ewo IEA debate woni emra back ni emra medi nkomo.
Thank you very much. First of all, once again, fellow Ghanaians, it's good to be back here. We want to thank again the IEA for this program, as well as my colleagues around the table. I think the question is very apt. Definitely, after 16 years of operating a constitution, especially since both the major political parties in our country have had an opportunity to work it, there are several matters that have come up for discussion. And my way forward is that those issues, we will put a constitutional review commission in place very soon after taking office to go around the country collecting the views of our people to see how strong is this demand for reform. There are matters that all of us know about. Ministers in Parliament, should they come from Parliament? The powers of the Attorney General, should they be separated? The issue as to whether or not we should have a Prime Minister rather than a Vice President, like many of our neighbors do. The term of the President has come up. Is 4 years the ideal term for us, or are we talking 5 years? We've got the question of the election of district chief executives. Is that something that we want to see, or we want to have them appointed? These are some of the issues. We're talking, for instance, also about the creation of regions. We have at the moment very stringent provisions for creating more regions. Should we have looser provisions? I think these are the matters that the Constitutional Review Commission will take before our people. And if the answer is in the affirmative, that yes, there is a widespread demand out there, then to initiate the processes in the Constitution for amending the Constitution. That would be my response to what.
So I am recapping our minds. Medical culture say constitution we will have to change this constitution, and I am opening the minds of Ghanaians from where we are coming from as a nation, bringing us to our current state and professing the solutions for our problems. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo 2008 wo him so no worry brofo or the matters of the ministers. Should we have a prime minister instead of president? We was a constitutional review commission for the same way ebeko akoma manfo no na manfo no decide say yepe ana yempe na so omo de kona manfo no so omo pa yebe make sure say yebe sesa no. Now Professor J.E. Mills winning 2008 and Obaba president in 2009 2010 on the 11th of January or setting up Professor Emeritus Albert Kojo commission say constitutional review commission womonko na do nsem ya womoka ye womonko bisa manfo no say mope ana mompe womoko ye no womoje 83,161 written document. Omoko around use $6.8 million of the Ghanaian taxpayers' money. Ede kwajeje about 7 million Ghanaians adwene. Say nana do nsem ya oka ye mo Ghana for mo dwene o say. Omo we omo popande report. This is the Constitutional Review Commission report. Yade batu ho ene yenkotie nana do nya tumi no. One Joy FM for interview yenkotie nana do nsem oka ye. Nkrofo bi kwasra no Flagstaff House. Yenkotie the same nanado. Ose the same nanado no wisdom the video in baba video a enkrofo ekosra nanado na wo kase afedi wonyi said there should be a wholesale approach to a changing of the constitution. So in this case it looks like we have two personalities for nanado. In one breath, IEA debate 2008, you accepted that there are problems with the constitution and a certain Constitutional Review Commission report will take these matters to the Ghanaian people. And when the Ghanaian people agree that we should change them, you will certainly change them. But in this case, Nanado says that there must be a wholesale approach to changing of the constitution. Now, Constitutional Review Commission report, Adebakwa esi so say yenye to have a national development plan as a nation. A long-term national development plan that is binding that has continuity. Yeni national development plan in Tino. Yanko Eastern region. Home. Na yanko nkoshe adie. Awaye fameko Eastern region. Yanko hwe baby a abatwa esia yekum nantwie. Na awaye fameko yanko adie. Famiko, yanko yade. Oma we yenye serious nation. And anytime I kasa omo ya normal and MPP NDC. Rade. Abanye mami video. Mami vo
abatwa. Ebe omuko nantwie. Na so aha no. Hu a undi nantwie biu. Ha undi nantwie biu. Omude ebe no go ha. Nsunun bibia omude go ha. Aha ni na epoto. Let me resume it. Nsuni na omude go ha. Ebe ni na omude go ha. Ena efie wa ha. It's just a house. The house is here. The children are even
deny say but that
omu wia na oma jai ha poto na ebon na a breeding mosquito anopa we makumbi nse edan wa ha nopa we makumbi omu wie no na ebini diago we a wo ebino toilet nentwe ni toilet omu diago ha mahu fence e wa ha ebini fi obini fi na so mabubu fence ni nyina because nimpa no ompese the ade omuye no embe fie no nti o defense na ye honom na so o ma bebubu honom ni nyina eno ha ni nyina se bi no omu wi a o ma jai bibia wa ha ntwe no ho aha no ha ya o ma jai bibia ha ni na e poto e bin na gu honom bin na gu ho from one poto ena ne pano so ni fie
say pause video na bra get am ka say pause no ho wo sa de ya wo hwe ya ehọ ne ekum na ntwe de bra manfo mo wie as a nation under a year 21st century after 64 years of independence. This is where the nation yekum ke abatwa yekum na ntwe de ma omowie enso me ne wo ka say ye national development plan and yenim se here abatwa by now we will be making projections how to get abatwa in every region. This is a Krobo district in the eastern region. Krobo district, this is what it is. Nemo mdienti ameka say abuaje pose no wohwe video no te wani di onim se ba bia omo ya ade no upa tie video ni ye enkola akosuku wo ho and video no be kire wo suku na enkola ekomu wo my way mu no go and let's watch it abaje yenko na hwade yenko na hwade
obi ni fie ni kodomo ha ena school dan po ha school dan so ha na so they use tie lorry tie na mo de kum na ntwe no they use lorry tie omo use lorry tie na mo de kum na ntwe no enti omo wi a na all the we say no akọ ye demo ya cancer they are not even minor.
Let me say, sir, Mensaka video, my forward video, now my Eastern Regional Minister, Honorable Seth Kwame Echampo, who is a very good friend of mine, and can normally send a message and channel responding. I want to believe that the minister is so busy this time around, and for that matter, maybe I'm sending in Unhuye. But I say, Obi Shana so be Honorable Seth Kwame Echampo, my senior brother. On Kanchene, this is a Krobo district. And Kolako Suku was idea wemu. Shadia no shadia look at and look, this is a national way sawa my way pride in the home and we are the gateway to Africa. Look at this matter. And yes more have a national development plan. This is what the Constitutional Review Commission report on the Kaya. Now do Danko Akufo say unbelieving in a national development plan. Are you serious as a nation? What kind of nation is this? What, are we kidding? Look, what is this? Look at it. Come back. For video never to so. Baby, you come and chema man for you. Or my in the plan. Yenim baby ayako. Yeah, nyoma basa. And then another so believe he say he will say approach to the and it to moba where you project where my twaso or moba sansem hunu no an opese twaso die. Baby you come na ntwema manfo we e wo yelo krobo na wo hwe no ayi Krobo district. Pon ana wo hwe no. Baby you come na ntwema manfo we ni o. Enkola sa ko school wom enie. But send the video number a regional minister, Honorable Seth Kwame Echampo, a very good friend and a brother of mine. All the MPship me support no as against you can say mianga seminyo piki because me pe Kwame Echampo asem. But send the video number and minya response. But this is where Nkolako school, this is where you come and chema man for e wo kroma. The hygienic conditions in which you come and chwe. Make us say can meet marketing board we be ho adwuma no ye de adane asore. Esi Joulu. Ti there be am catch us say o my we are unserious people. Hwade we baby a yekum na ntwema ni pare. 21st century. Baby a yekum na ntwema ni pare o. Baby a yekum na ntwema ni pare. Yes, here national development plan. Aki enim see here abattoirs. By this time there should be abattoirs in every region and every district. But baby yekum na ntwema ni pare. Oko company fo ese da. Hwe baby ankola akọ school. Enkola akọ school ade we mo. Na ya hwe school dan no. Abaje mane video ni play nko. Na hwe school dan nta abodan yesi wa yesi school dan. Look at this. This is school dan we school dan. Santa abodan ya nchese boss you school dan. Look at this. Look at this. And you see here national development plan, and now to say we need one national development plan bia now one wholesale approach to Abaji, please, I am surprised you cannot find that video of Nanado. Wisdom, please get that video for me, I beg you. Then people will know the difference between the Nanado who was looking for power and the Nanado who had power. We need a national development plan. That is what the Constitutional Review Commission report in the Kanye. Whatever I am, Professor John Evans Atame se mode pen ne paper si so say national development planner obi abekere na agene wo so de wo mo pen. Eti wo man no mo nya wo magye so mo develop it. But we won't sit down today, we won't sit down tomorrow. Allow you people to destroy what we have as a nation in the name of MPP and NDC. We will fight you guys any day, anytime. This, are you kidding? How can Enkolabe ko school was emu? How can say yebe kum na ntwe wo hasa mranche na mabawa? What is wrong with us? And nobody sees anything wrong with this. Nobody sees anything wrong with this. You are not in touch with reality. Abaji, bring the video back. I was shocked when I saw the video. I was shocked tomorrow when I saw this video. Say, Ayepom, Krobo district. This is why you come and train man Krofori. Nan Kolase go adie we go school. The health hazard. And who is watching? The municipal assembly. Are people not sitting there getting paid for a year? You can't say EPA. Why? Environmental protection, for where are they? Where are the environmental protection people who are getting paid? They say, but it's going on. And we are sitting down as a nation watching these people do this. Because some penny for them care. They don't care. Yes, here national development plan. What say here? It's MPP ba no ababedi, NDC ba no ababedi. We thought Nanado was going to be different, but unfortunately he is worse off than even all the president that has come to this country. The same usual leadership and even worse. We need a national development plan. And the next election, any president to be Albertina Kromha, also a president. Next candidate to be also a president. Say, why am I a national development plan? One Faunsa and Shankrata say, Oba Sinus idea we are. The youth of this country will never vote for you. Mokofa ni Moy Thompson Commission so monkoye 40-year development plan. Muwie na Musa de Koshe NDPC say a National Development Planning Commission which is just an advisory body. We need a National Development Planning Commission which is an independent constitutional body that has the legal temerity to prosecute any government which refuses to go with any national development plan that they come up with. That is the kind of National Development Planning Commission we need. Not the one that becomes an advisory body because of Act 479 and Act 480 of Parliament. We will not allow that. We need to grow as a nation. And we play politics with unnecessary things. MP, who minister Bayade Papa, who will play politics with this. These are the things that an MP should be concerned about. These are the things that MP you should be concerned about. Say, baby, I'm Kolako school. Why? This is school. Baby, I see a become new school. Look at that in Goguche's voice. Look at that. Yama Kwama Swaba, no Baba Kawagene. Yabama Kwana Waba Kawagene. Bra, Nefre, na Ghana amemuo baby ayaba bedro as omai. We need a national development plan that every government will follow. It is a kiyaba ye election. And yes, I'm not going to be able to Nanado Casa Mayor Airport, Abake Kusufo, Adeche Osemanka. What we need is that the National Development Plan, no, at the whole, to you, these political parties, all that you need to do is to go to the National Development Planning Commission. No more in the next 5 years, what are we going to do as a nation? Now, Omoka Chirewa, all you need to do as a political party is to tell us how you can take us there as a nation. You don't need to come and force down your ideas on us. We don't need that no more. As a political party, we don't need that. Yabramo. National Development Plan, we will still have a district planning and budgetary units. So district planning and budgetary unit, you know, or when the backward district anymore, I want to say baby abattoir way airtime. We need an abattoir there. And because it's a planning and budgetary unit, they will come up with the plan and the budget to be able to fix it. Then we will have a regional planning and a monitoring unit, TNA. So those regional planning and monitoring units will be those who will monitor the district to say, yeah, this is kind of bad, one more the as planned. Who move it from there? Then we come to National Development Planning Commission, which will just be an evaluation body. So every now and then, they will make sure, say, the regions and the districts are doing what is expected of them by going around and monitoring their activities. Because politicians, they keep power in the bottom. Now, we yima kakran ni ebon in samamu. Me say, as a nation, baby, we do not need a political manifestos. Nana do ba no abeka okawi kuzen refi. Your mama ba opedo penu abeka omoka wi omsom refi. We need a national development plan. Hello, wanye.
Oba the first time I me mwati.
Mejo so, wanye.
Pato unu ya kuma kwesi boku ni mkasefri ama sama.
Kwesi boku kasa.
Oba the first year, one time panifo bu baby say bi echi abo ndi so. Obi media,
yes, that's a fact.
One say national development in our woman, His Excellency John Van Satamet and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama started studying. Now I am going to say
almost woman Kasa Yadeba National Development Planning Commission. Sir, a recommendations are you can say commission, you know, Constitutional Review Commission here. Professor Amel Senator Mama Fire, so one person development plan near Bayer, Amobia can I going to be. It was there. Hello, Wanye. Hello, Wanye.
Murat, Columbia photographer, me free age.
Kawagene. I say the people show. Kawagene.
Yada wasi bebre ni eduma pa mo ye magana. Na no kura ni nyame anim. Ye Ghana mpanyifo ni bi se bi previous ya proper, especially Nanado ne na ban. Nanado ba ye nsema o kan ye magana fo ye so no mu. Ye boti pa di ne chi se Nanado ba be dame Ghana. And then ni o minua. Che baby school ye mu yi kire. Baby a omukum nantwie nansana.
I mean, how? Why must this be a part? Why? In 21st century? Why? 21st century, baby, you come and Emily Perry. I mean, how?
You a woman, yes, and I don't know. Almost as I'm my young.
But I say, you see, Ghana ranting about one in Padishia. The only man some with Facebook. No one does a Paula do much from a small mind, small brain. Paula do much ready to do my terms because one Padishia. Now, Obia Bachelor Massa final. There's a 20-year national development plan. Do you even have an idea what that means? Do you even have a single idea? There is a body called National Development Planning Commission. Somebody you know. Because of Act 479 and Act 480 of Parliament, those bodies are advisory body. Omudi bibiba, hold on. Call up, make my chile independent. Omudi bibiba, nasa government kaso wanya. Omudi bibiba government name court and enforce brano. That is what the problem is. Hello, Winey. Winey.
Hello, Penny Cassie.
Yeah, Winey.
Good morning.
Good morning. That's right.
Nyame adum.
Asa mi ko.
Ojuma pa mo ye Nyankopon hira mo papa.
Nyame hira wo so.
Ana pe me ho ka se ti a segu mo so no. Oman we ayewo mi kese. Yanka se hu abato aye to man mpanimfo ni hu ade pa poche a omo ye de bo oman we. Ana pe Nyame hira wo. Na Nyankopon man nkofo mbetuma aboa bibi te se mo sei. Emma mo nimde ni nyansa ne ahoden. Na mo nyenya mo sa so se they say bebre e wa Ghana hanom ye da mo ase.
Bedase.
Pani mujuma pa mu.
Bedase. Yemfa next caller.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, Wanye.
It's Richard.
Why?
Richard Ado. Good morning.
Richard Ado.
Yeah.
Okay, Richard, who can Breva?
Akachi Volta Richard.
Akachi, Faminante, Richard, Faminante. Akachi abo ede kokove minimum nyina Faminante.
Okay. The problem I have with our leaders, they don't take us to heart.
They don't take you serious. Omo mfa wonye who.
Yeah.
Because one gas ambassador before serious. Who to MPP ni NDC agiji utisa ambassador before serious. Nanado ba oba be twanto akere mo no agi to me o twanto. Look, ye ba kohwe Nanado sa ni posture time anu wo pa ba ni 2008. Ni abehwe ni posture wonya abato no. What I mean how can we have two different personalities in less than 10 years? How did that happen? Principles. Yamfa last caller, we are going to do 2 videos, just 2 videos. In fact, my boss have video, no, 2 videos, and you will see 2 personalities in one person. Yamko, why?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, why?
Robert,
Robert, Kasamitio.
Okay, the chair, Radensha,
Oshira
na maybe such an empty way. Obenya nkofo di na chima ya sa to abama no 2024.
I see it, Jimmy.
Said na o kana say yempa disua na yempa de bi hunu ntino de bia no mo gro ya to pressa.
O ma gro ya to prenso yempa disua ye pe Facebook tena.
Yempa disua ye betra Facebook sabe na hwe hwe mato sa.
Aye be hwe mato sa waka nto sa bi e mato no mo ehua nya na nse na ja nyame ayi mo ehua yare ye ja Facebook wadwo kakra. Ko bi che mada romo masesa ayi blogging mu kakra. Zion Felix ne nkofo e de na o mu di feed ya mato asa.
As a nation, 64 years.
Useless blogging.
Huh? 54 years.
Yes. You kum nipa abuama nipa rio. Huh? Nanado has 2 personalities. Yeba start show me boba ko kire mu a o pre to me no na wo ka se media ma se me ba ka kansan phobia kire obi a onya to me no ohene kasa wa se ono na ba ma automatum enipa we omunipa now yanko abaje fameko back nebo 2008 I want Ghanaians to know the personality Nanado and what he does in 2008 I hear debate but that video no obo wi a afi but video and Nanado nkofo kwasra the same constitution amendment and review yansha Nanado positions one when he was looking for power and one when he has power abaje fameko ne boss video near radio.
Thank you very much. First of all, once again, fellow Ghanaians, it's good to be back here. We want to thank again the IEA for this program, as well as my colleagues around the table. I think the question is very apt. Definitely, after 16 years of operating a constitution, especially since both the major political parties in our country have had an opportunity to work it, there are several matters that have come up for discussion. And my way forward is that those issues will put a constitutional review commission in place very soon after taking office to go around the country collecting the views of our people to see how strong is this demand for reform. There are matters that all of us know about. Ministers in Parliament, should they come from Parliament? The powers of the Attorney General, should they be separated? the issue as to whether or not we should have a prime minister rather than a vice president, like many of our neighbors do. The term of the president has come up. Is 4 years the ideal term for us, or are we talking 5 years? We've got the question of the election of district chief executives. Is that something that we want to see, or we want to have them appointed? These are some of the issues. We're talking, for instance, also about the creation of regions. We have at the moment very stringent provisions for creating more regions. Should we have looser provisions? I think these are the matters that the Constitutional Review Commission will take before our people. And if the answer is in the affirmative, that yes, there is a widespread demand out there, then to initiate the processes in the Constitution for amending the Constitution. That would be my response to what you had to say, Professor.
Those are the matters that we will take to the conversation here and the one that people say. Look, this is Nana Addo 2008. Oh no, don't forget, say no, you're Attorney General of the Republic, and for that matter, he had worked directly with the Constitution after 16 years of operating it. And he said, matter say, you choose ministers from Parliament. 1972 Constitution, you know, now you choose minister now so Parliament or resign, now before Frabeshan and I. 8 years, Sano, and I mean, Sano, matters of MMDC is here be elected. This Nana Addo way, bro, for 2008 this year. Now, when Nana Addo got the power, the same Nana Addo.
I believe that the Constitution is the work of the President of the Republic. For the President to decide in the comfort of his study that he is satisfied that there must be a review of the Constitution, and that by that process engage the process of constitutional review. I think the Constitution is the work of the body politic of Ghana, and if anything else at all, it should be at the very least the Parliament of the Republic at any one given time that will stand forward to say that these are matters which we think should engage the public attention so that there can be a collective. But for the President to say he's satisfied that there ought to be a review and therefore engage the process, I thought it was flawed. I said it to the Constitutional Review Commission when they had the good
pause. You did not say anything to the Constitution. Constitutional Review. Because who know your lawyer are still to lawyer par excellence of 30 years, 40 years at the bar. So you knew that the president had no powers to call for Constitutional Review Commission. Why then in 2008, when you were looking for power, you told us, when you become president, you will set up a Constitutional Review Commission. Why the double standards? Why? This is somebody who is my mentor. Why the double standards? No principles. Is that what it is? There is no principles. Nana Addo says this tomorrow, he will say that tomorrow. Now, Abuaje to a super video in the T Nana Addo. Obeka say he does not believe in the wholesale approach to a super video. No.
On the matter, and I have not changed my view. I think that the constitutional review, which involves what, 200 is it? No, but there are. But it's in fact it involves a review of some. Yeah. You don't have a constitutional articles. A constitutional review that takes that is also comprehensive. Then we should then sit down and rewrite a new constitution. That would be a better way forward. And I still hold strongly to the view that having regard to the difficulties that our country has had to arrive at a multi-party constitutional dispensation that has endured. And the Fourth Republic is the one that has endured. We saw the First Republic, which had its own problems, authoritarian rule, one-party rule. We had the problems of the Second Republic. We had the problems of the Third Republic, all of which were short-lived. To have a republic that has lasted nearly 30 years in the context of our history, to change the constitutional arrangements that have assisted this durability, we should be very careful how we go about it. I feel very strongly on that point, and that is why I have not lent my support to the idea of this wholesale review of the Constitution. The one area which I felt required action was the one that I put before the country, which was the extent.
Nanado ne no kweka ketewa bi. Meanwhile, you are the one who requested see any constitutional review commission. And now say you don't believe in wholesale review of the constitution because a boy for 30 years. I mean, kind of Caribbean could break him. So 30 years now, Abuamono. Ghanaians are only giving you the benefit of the doubt. Some verses are and we are giving you the benefit of the doubt. But you and I know, says our constitution way. Ain't me another 10 years. Some to us to say, yeah, you and I know that Ghana is sitting on time bomb with the youth unemployment and sa es gracia na mudi o musika anyhow. Na mo de mrano achichere mo no. You and I know, you Nanado and I know say Ghana sa constitution went to me for another 10 years. Medamo aba. Eba abra na so on TVXY the medido kate chief rifa mensa.